All right, what's up, guys? Let's do a quick video here. I know the videos have been pretty long the past 2 days, so I'm gonna keep them quick today. I'm like half asleep still. I don't know if you can tell. Doesn't matter. Uh, Made some money today. Apple, I lost money on, so I took 3 calls at 60 cents here, and I ended up selling down here towards 30 cents. A 50% loser. Okay, but the point is that I managed my risk and I only lost $98 on that trade. So I consider that a win. My risk, like my max position size on that was 200 bucks or like 180 or something, 190 or what, somewhere around there. So what did I see? I don't know what I saw. I I was in the calls in here as we dipped to this level here. I thought we were going to continue from yesterday. I I don't know why I did that instead of taking the puts, to be honest. Like, this was a clear double top right here. One of the best setups you can take in a small account is the double bottom long and the double top short. And it came right back down to this trend line here that I drew from yesterday. After it actually made it up to 180, I remember in the video I said, oh, Apple could go to 180, and I stopped out for a loss. Well, it did go to 180. But anyways, I'm learning. As I always say, it makes me feel better when I just say I'm learning. Uh, so that's what happened, and then we came back down to this trend line. I don't know what we're going to do now. But for example, if you were in the puts today, let's say you took this double top right here. That's a good trade. That's a good entry. That's not unfathomable that you would be able to take that kind of entry. And you took, let's see if I can move this over so you can see it. Can you see that? Yeah, so this is the option chain. So let's go Apple. Apple. So up here, you would have taken the 182.5 puts probably. 182. No, you would have taken the 180 puts. Yeah, the 180 puts. So we'll look at that. I'll move this back over here. And then I'll move up the chart for the 180 puts. They started the day. So this is the 5-minute beside the 5-minute chart. At open. So this is what it would look like. So at open, there's a low of 77 cents. Maybe you got filled at 90 cents. Let's just say 90 cents. Even a dollar. And your first target here should have been, or would have been, probably the low of pre-market for your first sell. So at 9.45. So you're in at a dollar here, and at 9.45, this thing is already up at $2. I'm not lying, you can see it right here. And then maybe you let some of it run. So from your entry, we're up over 100%. That was the trade today, and I ended up losing money on something pretty damn obvious. So that's fine. I managed my risk, like I said, and then we'll get to the juicy penny stock trades because I know all you guys like looking at those. So TNXP made some bank today. What was I looking at here? So I saw this flag forming in the pre-market. This is all pre-market right here. At the time I was looking at it, we made a low of here. We went under it. We reclaimed it. Excuse me. So I really like that. I was actually throwing out orders to try and get filled in here around 665, I think. Let's take a peek. Because I saw the potential in this. So 665. Oh my god. TNXP buy 676, 667, 660. I was trying to get in. I didn't get filled on any of these orders. As you can see, my first entry was here at the open. So if we go down to the 5-second chart, I was expecting a dip, probably back down to this level here, or close to this level, and I was watching the tape and the level 2. I was watching for people to stack up on the bid, and also for the time and sales here to kind of slow down and just this, for the selling pressure to stop, right? Because then that signals that the people are probably done selling and it would be a good place to enter. So if we go down to the 5-second chart, we can see my entry here, and I nailed it again. I frigging Nailed this entry at the open. Look at that. 1 or 2 cents off of the low. And then I was selling my first... So I sold the whole thing actually up here. On the 1 minute, I'll show you why I did that. So the high, if we get rid of this crap, the high from pre-market was right here. So I was waiting for a break of pre-market. I think I got a little flustered in my sell or something, but I was selling close to that. 775. I sold at 765, I think. And then as it broke through, it came all the way back down, and I rebought. Let's go back to the 5-second chart. As it came back down, you can see here, I sold the last piece, and then I re-added. And then I sold again. I meant to re-add for the break. Again, this is the 5-second chart, but I could see it on the bid and the ask, that the bid was slowly rising as the ask was getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and then all of a sudden a rush of buying came through, and I was looking at a different monitor just for a second, so I missed it, and I got a late fill here at 75 and immediately sold it at 82, and then that was the end of that trade. I was trading it in again as we came back up, and I was watching, I think this is when I was watching Apple or something. I was watching something else. This was the best entry here, somewhere in this area, for the retest of high of day. So instead, I waited for it to retest high of day, consolidated, and then as this next candle formed, I got in for the break of high of day for the push. Again, I don't have this recorded because it was on this monitor, so hopefully this still helps a little bit with the chart patterns. For example, if we break through and we come back down and retest, that's an amazing spot to get in. So that would have been a good dip buy, which is pretty much what I did. And then you can have your target be kind of discretionary. Maybe you want to wait for the break of $8, which is what I was waiting for, or the $0.50, so $8.50. You know, it's really up to you. But the first thing is just nailing those entries. So you have to nail those entries if you want to start thinking about when you can get out. So that was that. And then I quickly lost $19 or whatever on ALQA. Where is it here? I tried to buy on the support here for $3.19. And as you can see, I tried to get in early, but the true level was right here because this was the high. So we broke out, we started to come back. I tried to dip buy, and then I got scared and I sold because my entry sucked. So if I had waited for this candle, for example, and bought at $3.19, then I would have been able to hold on through the high of day. I think I had 500 shares, so even just 20 cents if I had been selling up in here, 25 cents on 400 shares, that would have been like $100, right? So that would have been a good trade, but it was because of my entry. So focus on your entries. The rest will come, and you can start to work on it after you get your entries, because then your risk is at the best level. Your risk reward is at the best level. So hopefully that was helpful. A bit shorter of a video. See you guys later.